Hello sports fans and welcome back to Daring Sports. My name is TJ, back at you with a new series on 2K19 My Career. We're going to be looking at the life of Sheryl Swoopes, as in an alternate reality, she becomes the first woman player in the NBA. Let's learn a little bit about her first.
Sheryl Swoopes was the most dominant player in women's college basketball.
Swoopes.
Sheryl is as good as any female that I have seen in women's basketball. And I'm talking Cheryl Miller, Lynette Woodard. I'm talking about the greats of the game.
Swoopes with a turnaround, and she's on fire.
Picked up by Barnes. She drives right around her. Right baseline. Spinner in the lane. In and out and back in again. Swoopes hits a long three. Barton Swoopes knocks it down. Sheryl Swoopes.
She is always on time.
Swoopes, the all-time leader in steals, has one here, and Swoopes gives Houston the lead.
Swoopes, another long three-pointer. Oh. She got it! Are you kidding me?
She's the best player in the WNBA.
Oh, the Comets, bloodthirsty. Swoopes on a spin. What an impressive half for Houston.
Alright, so as you can see, she's a pretty intriguing prospect, one of the top female basketball players in the 90s. Great scorer, great passer, great basketball IQ, and just an all-around great example of women in basketball. So I messed around with the facial editor. Of course, there's no female option in 2K, so I did the best I could to make it look like Sheryl Swoopes. And in the end, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst I've ever done, and especially considering it's two different genders. We're going to have to wait to go to the barber to get longer hair. But beyond that, pretty satisfied. Here's her vitals. She went to Texas Tech, jersey number 22. She is, of course, going to be a point guard because that was, her position. And as for the type of player she is, pure shot creator, baby, pure shot creator. She's going to score, and that's going to be her main role. And she's going to be short. She's 6 feet tall, which is going to help in some areas, but it's going to hurt in steals, blocks, standing dunk. And then her weight was 145, but this only lets us go to 155. So we went down there, and then we made the smallest wingspan possible before we jumped into the attributes. I spent about 37,000 VC on layups, mid-range, three-point ball handling, speed, acceleration, stamina, just things to get like a little base going, and we'll improve that as we go. And it's time to get started. As you all know, if you've played My Career, you start in China trying to make a name for yourself, make it into the NBA. And so here we are in our first, well, I guess our second game with the Shanghai Bears. But our first game getting some real playing time and a real chance to show who we are. So there she is out there. She's looking to prove her worth as an NBA player, as somebody that can hang with the men and compete. And almost turns it over there, but her teammate and he misses and then gets the putback. Woo! That was almost a disaster on her first possession of the game. And it looks like she's going to be matched up with the Dragon, who's one of the most athletic players in China and really the entire world. He can dunk, he can handle the ball, he can get past you. And she's just, fell asleep at the wheel there, and he drives right past. And that's going to be something that, people are going to be looking for. She's a woman. Can she defend in the NBA? She's 6 feet tall. She's 155 pounds. She might be able to score, but can she defend? Because that's what it really comes down to. Oh, and she sneaks in and one, baby, as the Dragon fouls her on the layup attempt, and she gets her first official bucket in the Shanghai Bears, and she looks to finish the and one at the free throw line, which she can't do, but has to run back on D. The Dragon always looking to slip out. She's playing the Dragon on D here. Oh, and he got inside and dunks over her again. Looking a little rough on defense, but she's looking to prove her worth on the offensive end. Calls for the screen. Gonna whip around it. Oh, not very effective there, but the pass thread the needle perfectly into the power forward for the assist. Now she's hanging around the perimeter. She's the primary ball handler on this team. No one can dispute that. She throws up a 3, and it's greens, and it's good, and it's her first 3. It's her first jump shot make. Beautiful. Back on D. Oh, completely fell asleep. Oh, but is able to get the stop and the rebound. Running the other way. Passes it to Ye. Passes it to Wei. Probably the best player on the Shanghai Bears. And that brings us to halftime. She's a +5, 100% field goal percentage on 2 shots. But the Shanghai Bears are down by 7. She'll get the start at the half, and she just drives past the Dragon and gets a dunk of her own. What an amazing play by Sheryl Swoopes. She's looking to enforce her will on the Dragon and on the opposing team. Gets the easy assist there as Wei cuts to the basket. Back on the Dragon. She needs to do better. Ew, and he gets inside. Her defense was better there, but not as good as it could be. Brings it up the court. Shanghai Bears down by 8. Nice little screen. Gonna drive to the rim and passes it up, and he gets the dunk. And she is really showing her playmaking skills here. She averaged about 5 assists per game in the WNBA. What she hasn't exactly shown yet is her scoring, which is really incredible. And hopefully we'll get to see later. But she's running around the perimeter. Gonna throw up another 3. Oh, and she looked like J.J. Redick there, weaving through screens and throwing up the beautiful 3. Not known as the best three-point shooter, but oh, she turns it over there. And down by 11, they're going to need to play smart down the stretch here at the end of the third quarter. Gets it inside over the Dragon, and she makes it. All right, her scoring prowess is showing up at this point. And now she's on the Dragon. The Dragon trying to keep exploiting her defense as he's been doing most of the game. But oh, she stands her ground. Grabs the rebound. Great defensive possession. They're on the break. Passes it over to the small forward, and he lays it up nice and easy. Beautiful. They cut the deficit to 7. Sheryl Swoopes really has her fingerprints all over this game. Calls for the pick. And passes it off to Ming. In the corner. Oh, she gets past him. And the sweet, sweet layup from outside the lane. Down by 6. And she is really performing well as the team's point guard at this point. Gonna run the pick and roll. She loves the pick and roll. Into the center, and zing, makes it. And it's only a 4-point game, folks. Sheryl Swoopes with 14 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Back on D. Got a little off track, but the miss. And the run out. She's ahead of the defense, and she lays it up nice and sweet with the green layup bar. Alright, so the Shanghai Bears back on offense. Sheryl Swoopes running around the perimeter. She's gassed. She's got the Gatorade symbol. Oh, beautiful pass inside, contorts her body, and makes it to tie the game at 66. What an incredible play by Sheryl Swoopes, displaying her wonderful touch at the rim and ability to move her body. And gets the rebound, and they've got a chance to take the lead in this game. They've been trailing most of the game, trying to probe the defense, see if she can get in. Wei passes it. She's going to call for the pick and roll. That's her bread and butter this game. Driving to the rim. Oh, going to make a risky pass to the center. He misses, but the power forward comes in, dunks it home, and we're up by 2. Sheryl Swoopes still gassed, still Gatoraded out. She's trying to defend in the inside, and she fell asleep. That might be about the 5th time she's fallen asleep on the inside this game. It's alright. It's still a tie game. Sheryl Swoopes against the Dragon. She passes it. She drives the one-legged leaner, and she makes it to put him up by 2. Shades of Dirk Nowitzki, anyone? And now way out on the perimeter. Passes inside, and we're up by 4. And they score another one, so it's a 2-point game. They're going to press, and Sheryl Swoopes will make you pay on the press. Waits for the defense to come to her and passes it up for the beautiful assist, putting them up by 4. They're trying to run out the clock. They do. Sheryl Swoopes with just a wonderful game. Beautiful game in her first game for the Shanghai Bears. Showing what she can do. Showing that height might not really matter. Showing that gender might not really matter when it comes to basketball, because if you have the skills, you can compete. And it's an exciting time for people everywhere as they watch a woman really compete with the guys. So that was the first game of Sheryl Swoopes. in her pursuit of playing in the NBA. This is going to be a great time to watch her story and see if she can become the first woman to play in the NBA, and if she can, what that's going to look like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love sports video games, and I love making up narratives in my head, so I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to paint a picture for you guys and to show a story, and we're going to do that through Sheryl Swoopes. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.